Hello everyone, nice to have you joining me again. And finally, we can actually do one that's outside. As I mentioned the last time, we've been getting so much rain because there were like 3 typhoons in the area that was one of those times where I was actually preparing to go outside, and then just maybe 20 minutes into it, it started to rain after it was sunny. So now, luckily, we're still in typhoon season. We could get another one, but at least it's actually much better than it was. I mentioned last time I wanted to talk about road rage. And road rage is one of those things that, to be perfectly honest, I think is a bit idiotic. If you live in a place, let's say like Taiwan, or let me think where else, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Burma, there's probably some people out there who live in these areas that can probably identify with this. There's a certain type of foreigner that you get that come to places like this. And they just drive me crazy because all they do is bitch and complain about how bad the driving is. I will be perfectly honest, driving in Taiwan is certainly an experience. But there's 2 ways to deal with it. Always either be angry, which is what many of them choose to do, or adapt and just go with the flow. Earlier this year, I think it was either earlier this year or at the end of last year, there was an incident that happened. I'm going to paraphrase it because otherwise we'd be here forever. But anyway, there was this guy who was out one night with his family doing some shopping on a scooter. I'll put that out there first. A scooter. 4 of them on a scooter. They were at a traffic light. When the light went green, the guy in a Mercedes was getting impatient because the guy on the scooter was rearranging one of his children or something, and the guy in the Mercedes went around him and apparently nearly hit him. But this is where it gets completely nuts, because this was actually in the local newspapers, on radio, and on television here, and on the Taiwan, and on various Taiwan motorcycle sites and everything. So the guy on the scooter, who had his 2 kids and his wife, decided to chase the guy in the Mercedes and confront him.
What word did you just say, tough guy? You just say what? You tell me what?
一名外国男子骑着机车停在路边跟路人对骂，骑士真的好生气，因为这名路人刚刚使用 N 字头的歧视字眼辱骂骑士。
You almost killed 2 kids and you think you're funny?
For what? You
almost hit my 2 kids.
As per the news article, they started yelling at each other, and the guy in the Mercedes probably only spoke a few words of English and called him the N-word. Now this guy, not the guy in the Mercedes, the guy on the scooter with his family, decided to sue him for insulting him in public, for calling him the N-word.
What word did you just say, tough guy? You just say what? You tell me what? You just tell me a nigger? You tell me a nigger? What? You're so tough, right? Do something. Yeah, record something. Record it. You're shaking because you're terrified right now.
Okay, there's a few things going on here. First, when this story happened and it was published on a motorcycle group that I belong to, a lot of people were posting comments. And I had no idea that this guy was actually in this group, because he's, you have like a Facebook group and there's people there who maybe never post, and then once a year, something that they don't like or whatever, they start posting. So this news article that was on the Central News Agency and in Taiwan media had the guy's name, Jerry Biggs, I believe it was. And after this article was posted, people were putting their comments about it. You just have to watch out for crazy drivers here, which is, everywhere is the same. Here as well, there's nothing special. And I just went, I remember what I posted. I posted, okay, This guy said that he didn't go when the light was green because it was out of safety for his child that he wanted to rearrange on the scooter. And I just got, okay, wait a second. You're worried about the safety of your child, but yet you'll bring a family of 4 on a scooter? Here's a novel idea. Why don't you just go and get a car? And that's when this guy kind of appeared. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's true. If you worry about the safety of your children and you have 2 of them, don't bring them on a scooter with your wife. A secondhand car is not that expensive. You can find a pretty decent secondhand car here in Taiwan for maybe 70, 85,000 Taiwan dollars, maybe a little bit more. I'll put the conversion below. I mean, the guy's a bit of a knob. Okay, first of all, he's a knob for bringing his whole family on a scooter. Second of all, he's a knob for chasing the guy. I mean, I've come across this kind of thing before, and I'm like, you know what? What's the point? There is just no point. Thirdly, suing the guy for insulting him in public. Oh, I mean, the guy in the Mercedes is also a knob. I mean, I think we should have a GoFundMe page and organize and go buy them both some nappies because they're completely and utterly bonkers, the both of them. I mean, this is the thing with road rage. Very often, if you confront the person, then the 2 parties look like complete idiots.
And you almost hit us. For what? Yeah, for what? Now you're not flipping people off, right? You're not telling me to go back to my country now? Go ahead, say it.
Welcome. Anytime.
Say it.
Say it. Say what you say. Chinese.
Shaking. You're so scared.
So scared. Yeah.
But you will find these foreigners in places like Taiwan, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, Philippines, who always want to pick fights where there's no fight to be picked. Now, the guy on the scooter said that when the Mercedes guy went by, he gave him the finger. Oh, big deal. Are you so delicate that because somebody gave you the finger and called you the N-word, and by the way, he's white, that you're going to make a big song and dance about it? So I had a little bit of a back and forth with him. And all of a sudden, people were realizing, wait a second, he has a point here. You're on a scooter with your 2 kids and your wife, and you're worried about the safety with your kids? Get a car. So, you know, you'll get these foreigners here who come here, and they're just angry all the time for whatever reason. And it's just absolutely ludicrous. And I should say, not all, but there is a certain type, and usually I can spot them a mile away. And by the way, if you want to read up more in the article, I'll post it below because there's also some video that the 2 morons were shooting of each other when all this was transpiring. Just recently, another incident happened. Don't remember where it was in Taiwan, but it's not that long ago, where a guy in a pickup truck kind of cut off a guy in a scooter, and then they started arguing. The guy in the pickup truck came out with a baseball bat, and they went to the police, and now they're suing each other for insulting. Just, you know, first of all, I think the guy on the scooter probably should have been paying more attention. Usually, if I ride, my belief is that pay attention and use 360 vision, because you never know what morons are on the road and what morons are going to do. Like I always tell my friends who are coming to Taiwan to ride for the first time, you will see a lot of these little blue trucks. I'll show a picture of it. And my theory is when you see a little blue truck, pull over to the side of the road as far as you can and go hide behind a tree, because they're absolute maniacs. Yeah, so road rage, especially in places like Taiwan, what is the point? I mean, road rage anywhere, what is the point? And then confronting the guy. And then you look like a complete and utter moron. I would have had more respect for him if he just said, oh, this happened, and then kind of moved on. But once it got into the press, and once he started saying things like, I was worried about the safety of my children, you bring your whole family on a scooter here. Hello, a scooter. 2 young children on a scooter with your wife. Use your brain. Get a damn car. Anyway, I'm curious to see what you think about this. Leave your comments below. I'm going to wrap it up because I want to go finish my coffee and I want to enjoy this nice day while it lasts. Because right now, where am I sitting? What is this place? Oh, the place is called Summertime. I think we made a couple of other videos here before. Been here many times. Just overlooking Taipei Port, and if I look that way, it's China because we're like right in the Taiwan Straits. And there's cloud over there. The water is calm, but you never know what's going to happen. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your comments below, and I will talk to you very soon.